set for evening baseball from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. We've got an AL Western Division showdown tonight between the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Angels baseball comes your way next. Patrick Sandoval gets the starting nod for the Halos. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Houston, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And the first pitch of the night here is taken for ball one, and we're underway in Anaheim. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike two, swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes. He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. This guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The average coming in at 266, 18 homers, and 58 runs batted in. The 1-0.
No, that's down.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him. The 3-2 pitch.
turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Another full count pitch home. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Astros go down 1-2-3. And now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. Zach Greinke will be on the mound for the Astros. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Zach Greinke, one of the most complete pitchers in the game of baseball. 4-pitch mix. I don't think anybody commands the fastball as well as Zach Greinke. Up, down, in, and out. He can dot the fastball. Good curveball, good change. Has the slider that he'll throw to both righties and lefties. If Zach Greinke brings his A game, he can shut anybody down.
So here is Adam Eaton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. Dribbled to the right side. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time for the first down. So here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Throw into second. The tag, and he is out at second.
Batting third, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
So now to the plate, Jared Walsh. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Second inning upcoming from the Big A with no score. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. The throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
That is it. The first baseman, Alexis Diaz.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The 0-1 pitch. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few blasts.
High fly ball headed for the corner and left. It has the distance, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Alvarez gets his lead at first, nobody out. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number one. Next up for the Astros, Kyle Tucker. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. From the belt, the pitch. On a rope to the second baseman. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Batting second, the center fielder, Chaz McCormick.
To the plate now, Chaz McCormick. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 249 the average coming in. 11 home runs and 38 runs batted in. The 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Here now the 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Astros lead one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and the catcher Max Stassi will be the next to bat.
The catcher, Max Stassi.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Hey. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. So a full count now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He'll start this one at 269. 8 home runs, 39 driven in. The 1-0 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Iglesias has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
So Joe Adell bats now, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now here's the first offering. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Pitch on the way. Smoke toward third. Go to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. More from Anaheim right after this. So stepping in is number 11. He stands in for the first time in this one.
Number 11.
Pitch on the way.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
0-1. Here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
At the plate now, Martin Maldonado, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Ball inside.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Two balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Adell will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now. And coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Brandon Marsh.
The center fielder.
First offering on its way. Yanked on the ground down the line. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Greinke over to first. Runner back safely. Here's Juan Lagares as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's set. Here's the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Marsh on at first. Nobody out. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
3 and 2 now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3 and 2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jack Mayfield. Trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. First and second here with nobody out. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
On it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Adam Eaton digging in next. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Tucker is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out of potential trouble. Angels strand one. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. All set for the start of the fourth, and Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The bat, number 1, shortstop Carlos Correa.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
1-1.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Lays off 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. And it's fouled away. The 0-1. Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
Into the box now, Aledmus Diaz. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball, 1-1. Alvarez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Houston. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Ready now for L.A. David Fletcher set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
David Fletcher.
Now here it comes.
That's a ball. Ball one, no strike. Ball, that's it.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Popped up. Diaz has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
And now for the Angels, Jared Walsh. He bounced out last time up. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Swung out and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Greinke ready now, the 1-1. Very weakly on the ground.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And you can see that one guy clearly the leader in this category so far, 95 miles an hour versus an even 90 for the other. Next to hit is Max Stassi. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one will get this one. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Into the box, Chas McCormick, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Struck out in his first at-bat. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now, using the slide step to try to control the running game.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base. There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Oh, it's hit to third. 5. To second for 1. On to first. The double play. Stepping in once again is number 11. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. First offering.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Fouled off. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Count even at 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Astros are down quietly. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're not doing a very good job of hitting off the fastball today, which he said is a necessity in today's game. Otherwise, he explained, the pitcher never feels uncomfortable and believes he can get anyone out at any time. That hasn't been too far from the truth in this one, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Jake Myers is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Number 7.
Next, it'll be Joe Adell. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Fastball well outside.
2-1.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. laid off and the count runs full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, Brandon Marsh. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Two out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. There is Altuve. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Angels are gone in order. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Martin Maldonado. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play. So base is empty now after the double play. And digging in is the veteran DH, Michael Brantley. Here's the first pitch to him. Weakly hit to third. Scooped up. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. On to the bottom of inning number 6. And we still have no score. Now to the plate, here is Juan Lagares. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. First offering on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Two and one to Juan Lagares. The count now at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball well outside.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Down the left field line and deep, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The next 3-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
So now to the plate, Jack Mayfield. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Ball 2.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Soft liner to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
In now is Adam Eaton. He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
1-2 now to Adam Eaton. Mayfield leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Grounded softly to the right. Only play will be the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
Second baseman, David Fletcher.
So next to hit is David Fletcher, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the AB now.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher stuff.
The 0-1 offering.
Nope, that's inside.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Reined in. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Finally, someone's able to scratch a run across. The pitching has been so dominant in this one. Let's see if this opens the floodgates a little bit.
At the plate, Jared Walsh, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 in the inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. We're through 6 full. The Angels are out in front, 1-0. Striding in for Houston, Carlos Correa. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch on the way. So stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
In now, Yordan Alvarez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
0-2, here it comes. Oh, right back to him on the mound. To Iglesias for 1. Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but 1 ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
Standing in now, Aledmus Diaz. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. The 1-1.
Inside, ball 2.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Stepping in next, Jake Myers. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. As a look, now the pitch.
Count
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Ball 2.
Ball 2.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
2 balls and a strike now. Diaz leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line drive to left. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Up next, Chas McCormick, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
The 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. 2 left for the Astros. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping up is Max Stassi. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning if they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First offering on its way. Popped him up. Diaz is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So 1 away now for the Angels in the 7th, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball, 0-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Iglesias is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
The 1-1. A curveball hit right back at him. And they'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 7, Joe Adell.
So now here is Joe Adell. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 1-0 lead. ready now is number 11. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
Ball inside.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
A ball and a strike. And it's 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Heading out towards shallow right. Bedell has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Now back.
Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. And stepping in, Martin Maldonado, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now here's the first offering. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by them.
The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch.
You can tell this guy's got great feel for all this stuff right now. To break out that nasty hammer right there, this guy's on point.
Pitch is popped up. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The second baseman,
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Altuve. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one. And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
2-0 now.
2 balls, no strike.
Now here's the pitch. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Nope.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Well, there's no doubt.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Here's the 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Jose Quintana.
Michael Brantley will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in there. is ready. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one, no strike. Oh, that's out.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Quintana sets. Here comes the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Altuve is off at first with 2 away. The fastball that gets the lower part of the zone called for a strike.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Striding in is Carlos Correa, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Called strike at the letters. 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Ready with the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. Fine work there by the Angel bullpen. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Angels are out in front, 1-0. Yimi Garcia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now to bat, Brandon Marsh. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
For the Angels, the 17th, Brandon Marsh.
First pitch on the way. This pitch is popped up. Altuve moving to his left. 1 out. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
Into the box now, Juan Lagares, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Ready with the 0-1.
0-1.
Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. One out, nobody on. Fouled off. Drilled to the right side, and that will find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
So next to bat will be Jack Mayfield. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
First delivery to him. And that's taken for strike 1. Garcia has over 40 innings on his line so far with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw. And Altuve's tag is there. He's out at second base.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's another 1-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Angels held in check there, but they're up 1-0. Raisel Iglesias comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 32, Raisel Iglesias.
Now at the plate, here is Yordan Alvarez. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's outside.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
3 balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder. Fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour on a night like tonight where it's super cold out. If you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. There's a look at the final line for the Angels starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
At the plate now, Aledmus Diaz. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Now this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the ninth right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up and looks the part.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Count still at 1-2. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Stepping in now, Jake Myers. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Houston. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Brings it in, and the Angels will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Los Angeles rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Patrick Sandoval earns win number 4 on the season. Zach Greinke is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Raisel Iglesias records the save is 26th. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Tonight, first for the victorious Angels, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Astros, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Big A, 45,477. The Angels once again thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.
Trying to protect your chest, huh? You spent 70 on your Benz.